You are live. I am alive. I'm not dead. I wonder if this light's better like this. Okay. All right. If you're watching on the replay here, um, I'm waiting for some people. Why is that doing that? That's what was doing. Is it my? Oh, it's something leaning on my keyboard. There now. Hi, Yolanda. How in the world are you? I have had such a fun day today because yesterday I pulled my hi Barbara Gillingham and Kathy Lake, and you guys are beautiful as ever, just because you're always beautiful, I guess. And Alicia, hi. I have been having so much fun today because, well, see, at my last live stream, and there's Colette. Um, I forgot to pull a card, and so I pull a card to see what my next project was going to be. So I did the other night or yesterday or something. And from Oklahoma is Becky Steelman. And so I pulled it yesterday and it said cork. And so how come you have a wrench? I don't know. Yesterday I went over the live stream and I just handed out a few wrenches because people should have wrenches. And so, hi, Kay Borland. So have fun with your wrench. It just makes you important or something. I don't know. But yes. So I just went through and so that, see, and some people think if they have a wrench, they've got to be at every live stream or whatever, but you don't have to be. And it's just good that if there's even just one or two people in the live stream that has a wrench, then um, they can do whatever they need to do with their wrench. I mean, if they have to tighten up their lug nuts on their car, important stuff like that. Hi, Renee, in her little red wagon. Oh, Yolanda is going to be a great grandma in August. That is beautiful. A great grandma in August. I just, I never, who would have ever thought we'd be great grandmas back when we were teeny bopping to the Rolling Stones or whatever? Whoever thought, whoever thunk it. I'm telling you, when we was a hip hopping to the Beatles as we walked to school, my goodness. And here we are being great grandmas. My oldest great grandchild is 9 years old. 9, a great grandchildren, a great grandson, 9 years old. He's got COVID. My whole friend, oh jeez. My granddaughter Katie's family, the whole bunch of them's got the COVID. Again, they had the COVID already once. Now they have the COVID again. But y'all, I don't know if you've all heard this, but it's what this is what I heard on something. On something I listened to some little news thing on the computer that says um this latest this latest form of the COVID, whatever they're calling it, the that one, that it's very, very contagious, but not very deadly. It's so what some people are saying that more people are going to get this Omicron. That's what it is, Omicron or something like that. And and um and that this is going to be like a endemic. They called it an endemic, because more people will get this, and but it's not going to make you real sick, and that it will actually start. It'll actually start making people who they're making people immune. It's like, yeah. So I hope that is right. And Tammy Fraser, um, Skeeter is good. He is in the process right now of being discharged from the hospital. They just made a small little cut in his arm, and they were able to pull that whole blood clot out through that hole that they made in his arm. So he's just got like a little band-aid. Well, it's a not a little band-aid, but it's a little band-aid. And so he was already on a blood thinner that is an injectable kind of thing. He had to give him because he's had problems with blood clots, and and um and and so now he's going to, instead of taking one injection a day, now he's going to be taking 2 injections a day. Hi, Candy. So good to see you. So good to see Melissa. I had my daughter at 43 years old, my one and only. Wow. What a blessing. At 43 years old, you had your only child. My last child, I thought I was an old lady. I was 35 when my last one was born. Hi, Fiona. Good to see everybody. Candy, I hope you're feeling good. I hope that everything is going good with your healing. You've been really through the ringer. Really through the ringer. Melissa, did I say hello to you? My goodness. Hello to everybody. So, yeah, I had forgotten. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull a card right now for my next one so I don't forget it. Because see, I got cork up in my card holder, see. So I'm just going to reach over here and pick up another. This is the one I'm going to do tomorrow or the next live stream. So I can take my cork out of here because I'm doing corks today. And what does this one says? A quilt square. I'm going to do a quilt square tomorrow. So it'll be fabric. Tomorrow's going to be a quilt square. So now I won't forget to pull my card. Okay. And so anyway, and here's Fiona. She wants to say hello. She always wants to say hello. She wants to hang out with us all the time. My daughter's going to put me a new light. We're going to put a hanging fluorescent light right above my area here. And I hope that'll work better because I got a lamp right here and I got this lamp over here trying to just get some even lightage and put a different light bulb up there and the one up in the roof. That's not the roof. That's the ceiling. And so, yep. Yes, he is headed home and his family is, we were, you know, I'd never heard of a blood clot that big that goes from your elbow to your shoulder. And so, but then I went online and well, actually I went on YouTube and I put that in the search on YouTube and there is so many little videos about these huge blood clots like that and how they can be removed. And I was happy to see that really because then I wasn't quite as worried as I was before. So, well, yep, like I said, my card that I pulled was a cork. And I said, well, a cork. I hadn't worked with corks in so long, and I got a whole box full of corks because I was working on one time. And this was sent to me by Jeanette. She had sent me a whole box of corks, and in this beautiful box. And so I've got plenty of corks to use. And so what's going to be fun about this is for me, see, because I've been putting some things on my little that I'm trying to sell. And right now, all I have up on that I'm selling right now is fabric scraps, which I'm going to have them ongoing all the time. But then I add different things like my towels have been up there and I'm soon going to put up my coasters. But whenever I sell something like that, then when when I fix the package, I always throw a whole bunch of more stuff in it to kind of make it into a Happy Meal. And I said, well, you know what? I'm having so much fun with these corks that maybe now here, let's show that I can add a little person or something. Look at this one here. She is, well, I guess her front and her back looks the same. See there? Well, you can't hardly see her, can you? Because she blends right in with all my color. See there? That's she's my little girl. And now she could even use more. She's got her little hula skirt. And you have to admit, she's got a beautiful hairdo. That hairdo is beautiful right there. Okay, I made her today. And then I made this here little crab. He's a big crab. He's right up here. He's holding on to a unicorn charm. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta turn him around so you can see his eyes. There you go. See, that's my crabby old crab. I made him today. Then I made this here spider. He's spider. He's got, well, maybe it's a she because she's wearing that jewelry. And that's my little spider. And then this here, she is my little angel. I made her today. And they all start with a little cork. And that's my little angel. Jeez, I can't see when I cover it up with my hand. She's my little angel. And then, then this is just a little key fob with the cork. Just make a dangle out of it. And then this, gosh, and this is my little dog. My little dog. That's my little dog. He's got a unicorn hanging on the end of his tail. My little dog. But all of these guys got built today. They were born today. But see, so then I have things to put in Happy Meals, which I make my orders into Happy Meals. And so, yeah, put them all up there. So I ended up making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. I've just been having fun. But you know what? I've been looking on. I'm going to show you how. Well, yeah, I can do the key fob. I can do that. See, now when I did my dolls, my angel and the little girl, their legs are coming out the bottom of the cork. But when I want to do another where the legs come out the side of the cork, and then that way she can sit down a little easier. Hi, Janie, and Kay Borland and Melissa Horsley, Deb Farrell. Can you buy the first one with the hair? This one here, you want to buy it? Well, I haven't even figured out a price to put on them because I wasn't really going to sell them. I was going to give them as free prices when you buy something from my little store. Okay, I'm going to first, let's see. One day I might just do a little, do you collect turtles? I don't know where I got that one. It was in a bunch of things that I just had, like parts of jewelry. And that little turtle was in there. It's got an elephant at the top. I don't know how the elephant would even match the turtle, but yeah. So here, I have seen corks though at the thrift shops, but I was sent 90. I think she sent me 90 corks. But then I see there's another kind of cork that's kind of round and then goes down into the cork. Those would be fun too. Oh goodness. Um Wait a minute. Now let me see the hair. Let me make myself a note. You probably don't need any fabric to order something. So I gotta write this on here. So if I see your name show up, I'm gonna be putting my I'm gonna be putting I'm gonna be making some more of these. Well, I got them started. I just don't have them ready. And oh, Janie has a box full of corks. And Tammy says I should put them up for sale. They'll sell. You know, as I was on Pinterest and I was looking at getting some more ideas of what to do with corks on Pinterest, and there is some people they sell things that they've made, like something like this dog. They would sell it for like up to $20. That I don't see. That's like a little much. And but oh wait a minute, I wanted to write that down over here. Where did I put my pens? Oh, I move things. Okay, maybe I'll get one from over here instead. Hi, little bit. Did your mama go to work? Let me put this right here. And okay, so I want now this cork I punched holes in the sideways. And I have copper wire. I got copper wire. I got a lot of copper wire. This stuff's gonna last me for the rest of my life. This was given to me by Charlie. Charlie was a gentleman that worked with my husband. And Charlie had a bunch of wire. And one day I was complaining because I didn't have no copper wire, and he said, "I'll bring you some." And he brought me this whole roll of copper wire. Hi, Jane Swinlin. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first see. I poked a hole. I got this ice pick. It's vintage, old, antique. I don't know if they even sell ice picks anymore because who needs an ice pick? But I ice picked my thumb this morning. It's still a little sore, but oh my gosh. Jane, my son is doing very good. He got through the surgery and he's doing beautiful. He's on the way home now. He's going home now from the hospital. So, but I use this. I use that ice pick to get through my corks. So what I'm going to do here. Yesterday I just wanted to cough all day. Now I don't want to cough today. I got me some cough drops right here. Oh, the page isn't letting you leave a comment. Well, I'll be darned. Oh, really? Oh, on the Scrap and Lizzie Facebook page, it wouldn't be hi, happy ray of sunshine. It's the Lizzie Facebook page. And I wonder why it's not letting you leave a message. Okay. So I'm going to poke this. I poked the wire through where I just poked a hole. Maybe I'll just paste charades here. Okay, see, and then I can put another wire through where her legs is going to be. So, because see, I already poked a hole through there with my ice pick. If I can see it. Hi, Barbara Batzer. Magical Touch Studio. Hi, how are you? And so here now, Carol, I got my magazine, my Somerset Studios magazine yesterday. And I gotta go back through this thing here. And in that magazine, it shows so much art that is done right on a printed page, on a like a dictionary page, encyclopedia, a book page that is already printed on. So much in there. So that must really be becoming a thing these days. Okay, see, so I'm just put the wires through, just punctured a hole with an ice pick. And if you don't have ice pick, then any kind of a pokey tool, you can poke it through. And then also I have this little thing here. If you got a husband, you probably got one of these. But see, and I was able to put that cork right in there like that. And then I was able to poke it. And then this thing held it for me. I put that golden thing on top of that cork. I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I glued it on. But then I thought, I don't want to do with that. I don't know. And so now I'm going to what am I going to do? Just a minute. I got to get the right box of beads, the right bead box. The right bead box. Oh, this is it right here. It's got some pretty beads in here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And so on this one, I'm going to do her. See, once you get those two wires through, now this is one for the top, one for the legs. But I'm going to show you too how I wait, you'll see. Just hold your horses. Just keep them horses at bay. Yeah, see, in my magazine. See, Somerset Studio. This is a magnificent magazine. And it's kind of crazy expensive. But my hubster, first I had a subscriber ordered it for me for a year. And after that year was up, I told Hubster, oh, the year is almost up. Because you only get one like every 3 months, I think. And so he says, no, I'll redo it for you. I'll get it. And so he did. So I think that's wonderful. Now, just a minute, Happy Ray. I want to see. Just a minute. I'll show you. Hang on. Hold on to your britches. Hold on to your horses or something. Hold on to something. But look at like these here. Ladies, you can see in there. They're all painted on book page. But look at the ladies, how beautiful they are. And yes, I have a name for my unicorn. Oh gosh, now I forget who named it, but my unicorn's name is Miracle. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a perfect name his name is Miracle. And and I thought that's perfect. And what a perfect day too, because we needed a miracle yesterday because I was really worried about my son. I was trying to pretend like I wasn't worried, but I was worried. But he's fine now, so I'm all good. And so but yeah, I think that is so awesome, Carol, that Meg did. Meg is the one. Meg Goodare. She is the one that, and I said to her, I put on a message. I said, that is perfect, and especially on that day, it's like we need a miracle. And I was telling God, we need a miracle. I need my son to be okay. Um, and not because I needed my son to be okay, it's because I needed his family needed him to be okay. Because if he didn't come back home, they would be all. Um, my daughter-in-law doesn't drive. They live up in the mountains in Arizona, and I don't know what they would do without him. He's definitely needed. So so she does know how to drive, my daughter-in-law, but she just doesn't drive much. So I guess what my son's going to have to do is make sure that she does get this driving thing going, just in case something does happen, that she'll be able to get around. Yep. That was a perfect name, Meg. It was perfect. When I read that, I said, "Oh my gosh, what a perfect name for my unicorn." I love to name my things, and and Miracle. That just was the perfect name. Okay, so I put on 5 purple beads and then 1 white bead at the bottom. That's going to be her little foot. What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll put 7, 6 beads, 6 purple beads. So, okay, count half the time. Hi, Kathy. Oh, just a minute, Ray. This is my Spidey. See my Spidey? But I want to make another spider with much longer legs because this is my crab, and my crab should have had shorter legs. But see, he would have been better as a spider because he's got them old long legs. But still, I think he's beautiful. And so that's my Spidey. Hi, Rose Harbor. You love the spider? Yeah. See, you know what? Everybody's afraid of spiders. I do not like spiders if they're in the house. If they're outside, they can live out there and just be fine. Hi, Denise. Yeah, them spiders can live outside just fine. They're allowed to live out there. In fact, we had a spider that lived on our front porch. Every night, that spider would spin a web in the same place. And then one thing I did not know is that they can suck them webs back up again. So then he would let that he or she or whatever it was, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, would then suck that web up, and I guess she went to sleep for the day. But I guess they get all their food, and then they can suck it back up, and then rebuild another spider web that night, the next night. And so, but we would watch that spider. We would say, "Oh, it is time. It's time. We're going to go sit on the porch so we can watch our spider build his web." Now, I don't think I think she or he has found a new neighborhood now for her web. Hi, Debbie. Miss Debbie. Good to see you here with your smiling face. I can see through there. I can look and see. You don't think I can see. I got magic eyes. I used to tell my kids that I had eyes in the back of my head. They believed me. So see, now she's got her little legs. See, now by having her legs come out the side, she'll be able to sit better. And see, my other one there, this one, her legs come out of the bottom. Looks like she's been riding a horse. Okay, now, and so then, should she have matching arms or should we have, no, let's not get all that crazy with that matching arm thing because I got pretty beads over here. Okay, so we're going to go here with the arms. So we'll make her arms a little shorter so she doesn't look like an orangutan. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Denise, my son, is fine. He did well through his surgery. They took his blood clot out, and hopefully he doesn't get any more of them. Hopefully not. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the arms, I'm only going to give her 4. And then I'm going to give her a white bead that will be her hand. Yes, that's what I say. Praise God. Them prayers is what done it. Man, I was, because he didn't go into surgery till last night, 7:30 his time, which was 10:30 my time. Papa, did you fall? Oh, the wind blew the door closed. Okay. I don't like hearing bumps in the night. I'm always worried he's going to fall. But he didn't fall. It was just the wind blowing the door closed. Okay, so there she's got one arm. And then we've got to give her another matching arm on the other side. And so, yeah, so I was kind of pretty much a basket case by then. I said, no, no, he's got to make it. He's got to make it through. I mean, his family would not be okay without him. He's got to be there for them. And so he made it. Them prayers were answered, and he's doing well. And he should probably be home by now. So there, and I got 5 beads there, and then I'll put one more for her hand. And then I just take my pointy needle nose things here. Speak now that you're not going to bury any. I think maybe, oh, am I back? Am I back? Am I front? Uh-oh. Okay. Let me see if, okay, let me know if I'm back. There I am. Okay, good. I don't know what went wrong. It says that Google did something. And so I don't know what Google did. Google did something. Okay, so see now I have her legs on there and her little arms is on there. So I need her to have a head. So she's going to need to have a head. So she's going to need to spread her legs out there for a minute. And then I need to move this here box out the way because I'm making her a little bit different. But she's got to have hair now. Roadrun, I love you. Okay. Now, so I have these beads. They're like 20 millimeter, 20 millimeter beads. I got a bunch of these beads, you guys. Maybe I'll put some of these beads. Maybe I'll make like a kit. I don't know, an angel kit. I know my one friend wanted an angel kit. But okay, so now what I'm going to do is here I go to ice pick. And I'm going to go right down her middle. There you go. I just ice picked her. Okay, so. But what I need to do is I need to have a piece of wire. Gotta get me another piece of wire here. Oh. Come, wire, come hither to your mother. Come to your mother. Okay, see, so I got a piece of wire. Now, hang on a second, y'all. I need to find some nice hair. I'll turn this light over that way so I can see down here under the table. Okay. Just scoot over here. I gotta find some hair. Oh, what if I use this? Oh, this would be cool as a cucumber. See up there. This is like multicolored crochet cotton thread. Okay. I gotta be able to see. How's that, y'all? Okay, here we go like this. That's good. Okay, move that. Now I am going to get her. I need to get her a bunch of hair. This is like multi-colors. So I'm just going to wrap me some thread around here till I think it's enough hair. Oh, Alicia, why do you got question mark? Yep, there's Vigdis from Norway. Come on. From Norway. Now what is it doing? Oh, I must have touched my keyboard that time. That might be, what I did before too, was touch my keyboard. You just never know. Now, so I'm going to have about that much, maybe just a wee bit more hair. Just going to go like this. See? That's what I'm doing. Okay, that should be enough hair. Now, if it's not, we'll just give her a hair transplant later. Hi, Victoria. Hiya, I asked before, but your feed blinked out. Can I pray for you and yours? Of course you can, Victoria. Yes, prayers is what brings us through from one day to the next. Oh my gosh. Yes. And so, okay, so then I got that hair. I just got it kind of wound up there. And oh, look at there's a piece of real hair in there. It's purple. I wonder where that come from. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece of wire in half and put that hair. See, I just put that hair put in that, on that wire, see? And so now I'm going to just twist that a little bit, not a whole lot, because I don't want a big lump. And So then I take the now that's the hair up there, and I can take this and poke it through that bead, poke that wire through that bead. See how her hair does? Well, she still needs to have a little trim. And you know what I think I'm going to need to do? See, when I did the other doll, it went all the way through the cork, and then here at the bottom where it come through, then those two wires were the legs. So that's one way you can do it. But this way I'm doing it a little bit differently. Now, if I can get that through there without stabbing myself again. Get that thing through there. Alicia says this channel is surrounded by angels, and I agree. Okay, so now, if I can get that back out of there, now I'm going to push them two wires on through the whole way. I could probably just put them, ouch, there. See now? There's her head is in there, but her wires are sticking out her bum. We don't need no wires sticking out of her bum. So, what to do with those wires? What to do with the wires? I'm going to just take those wires right now, and I'm just going to wrap them around her hips. There you go, around her hips. They're hip wires. So we'll say she's got a hip replacement here or something. I'll decide what to do with those wires in a minute or 6. But now see, now I can take my scissor and cut those threads at the bottom. So there are no loops no more. Now they're just hair. Are you back? Yep. Okay, sweetie. He lets me know when he leaves. He lets me know when he comes back. He's my man. So, okay, there we go. So see there? Now. Oh, you know what I can... I could just tangle that up down there, but then it looked like she had something growing out of her bum. Oh, Lord. Okay, no, I did not say that. I am not used to you in flannel. It is a flannel shirt day here in Florida. Yes. Looks like I'm going... This is my favorite color of flannel. I love this. How long have we been married? Are you asking me how long we've been married? May 1st of 1998. We've been married 20 something years. This is husband number 2. The first one I wore him out. I wore him completely out. And the first one, my first hubster, bless his heart, rest his whole soul. He's still walking around this house. He's like a little spirit. And then I remarried, and thought I heard a horn honk. But yeah, then well, actually, the reason I had to think was because Richard moved in with me on May 1st, 1998. We did not actually get married legally. We got married. We said our vows on May 1st, 1998. That's when we started living together. We didn't make it legal with the government until January 29th, I mean June 29th, 2001. But we call our anniversary um, May 1st. Not that's our anniversary. We celebrate our anniversary on May 1st, and we count them years, even though now he wanted to get married right away. He didn't want to just do that checking up thing. He wanted to get married. And but I had these like all cold feet and stuff because I didn't want to, mainly I didn't want to change my name. My name was Brewer, and I still loved my late husband. I mean, he's, just because he um passed away, it didn't it didn't end. It's hard to describe, I guess. But it's turned out now that it's that um I it's been wonderful. It has just been absolutely wonderful. My youngest son was only 11 when his daddy died, and then Richard came in and just filled in that space, just filled in that empty space, and it's been absolutely wonderful. And how did we meet? Um, Actually, we met on the computer, but it was not like a dating site. We met on the computer, and a it was like a group thing, and I don't even remember what the name of the group thing was, but it was like a group page. You could get on this page, and there was like different, you could put in your area of where you lived. And then if there was anybody else in that area, then they would see, oh, hi, I live in that area or whatever. So you would just see who was online in your area. And then he said to me, howdy, neighbor. And then we chatted on the computer just through this group. It's not even a private chat, it was through the group. It was like just a group, and we did that for a while until we met in person. And that was really, and it just, that was just it. Yeah. And so, hi, Erin. She says good morning. That must mean she just got up out the bed because she drives all night long in the big old semi truck. So see, there you go. And she's got hair. But then I have this piece of red fabric, and I was putting a thread through there. I just in and out stitched it. This piece of red fabric down the center, kind of off centered. And then what I wanted to do was just kind of gather it up a little bit. And then if I could just kind of gather it sort of and make sort of like a little skirt that she could wear. Well, I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, I'm telling you, I just love to make a little doll out of anything. But yeah, but it was just really odd though. And I made a video one time, not recently, and I don't even know what I named the video, but I kind of talked about how we met and stuff. And but it was weird because when we met finally we met at a beach, at a beach near us, near me. It wasn't he had to drive like an hour and a half to get there that night, because I told him, no, I don't want to talk on the computer tonight. I want to just I'm going to go watch the sunset. He goes, oh, I think I can be there before the sun sets. And I thought, uh-oh. That's what I thought. Uh-oh. And so I said, oh, okay. And but that was then, and this is now, and we are married. But it was amazing because when I started telling him about my husband, because that's what I wanted to talk about, I guess. I was telling about my hubster, and he goes, I know him. I go, no, you don't know him. He said, yes, I worked at Springbrook Hospital, which is a psychiatric hospital where when my husband, who was very sick, he had a brain aneurysm, which caused him to be combative, which he had already Alzheimer's, early onset Alzheimer's. And so I'm going to glue this on with his hot glue. And so, and at the time, Richard worked there. He goes, yes, I remember him. And everybody remembers him because he was there longer than anybody ever was there. He was there for 11 weeks. And he was there for 11 weeks because the psychiatrist at the time was trying um, to get him placed somewhere in a nursing home or in a um, in a living facility, psychiatric living facility, but nobody would take him. And I kept telling him, this doctor, I says, just, I can take care of him at home. And he would say, no, I don't think you can. And I said, but how do I know? How will I know if I don't try? And so finally he called me. The doctor called me one day. He goes, well, he's falling between the cracks. We can't find a place to go with it for him to go. So if you want to take him and try this, you can go ahead and do that. And so I did. And it was amazing because he come home then. When he come home, he was like a adult infant. I did everything for him. Nothing could he do for himself. And so, but I did have home health care coming and the nurse coming, and the psychiatric nurse that came when she first come, she goes, she goes, I want you to know, if you ever had have a problem, you call me, because most people can't do this. So don't feel ashamed or embarrassed if you can't. And I said, I will. She goes, most people that take on a journey like this, they might go 2 years, but they don't go a bit over 2 years. I mean, it's a hard job. And so, but thank God I was still young. My husband was at that time 52 and I was 46. And so I said, yep, I'm going to try it. And as it turned out, he passed away 2 years and 2 days after he came home. So the 2 years was right on point. And, but I kept him home. He went to the hospital the night before only because something started happening and he just started swelling up like a balloon. And I called the home health care nurse first, and I told her, and I said, you need to come right away. There's something going on. And she says, honey, you have to just call 911. There's nothing we can do at this point. And so I did. And then he passed away the next day at the hospital. But I was glad that I was able to take care of him. But that was amazing that Richard knew him from being in the hospital because he worked there. He worked there and he knew my Ernie. Okay, now look at her. She's got her little red skirt on. She's got her arms. Big old hand here. And her head and her hair. So now that's basically how you can make just the doll with using the cork for the body. And if you go look on Pinterest and just put in corks, um, cork art or something, I can't remember what I put, but you get a lot of ideas. Now see the way I put those legs in now she can sit perfectly by her legs being that way. I can add like a little bow under her chin or a bow in her hair. Like on my little angel here, I gave her a halo, and she just has a little lace around her middle and then lace on her for wings, and then those are hot glued on. And I just use a piece of bead string that I put there for her arms, and then put just a little gem there that looks like she's holding something. And then I use just, and see how those legs comes right out of the bottom, which that's neat. If you're going to make like a dangle out of this, then that would work just fine. But it's hard. It's hard. What was I going to say? What was hard? I don't know. It's hard. When you want them to sit when they're this way. Oh yeah, she still sits just fine. She can still sit that just fine like that. And so, okay, so then we wanted to, somebody asked about the, about the key fob. And so here I have got a lobster clasp here, and then there's the key ring, split key ring, and then I have a little piece of chain and an elephant on hanging on there. And I just put a piece. I punched the hole all the way through the with the ice pick all the way through, and I some of these some of these really work better than others. Now this one here feels different. Let me see how this one goes. And usually they've got already a little hole started from where, although that one's not right in the middle, from where the person used a corkscrew or something. Oh yeah, that goes through there real good. This one almost feels more plasticky than corky. It's real smooth. So for some reason I always want to stamp with my corks. And you can stamp with your corks. And like the other day when we were doing dotting, I said how you can even just put a straight pin on the end of your cork and it can be a handle. You can make a handle out of like your pokey tools or something. You can make, like, if you have a nail, like a six-penny nail or something, you can make a pokey tool. Just use this for the handle. And so there's a lot of things you can really do with corks. And you're welcome, Kate. I kind of like my story because it has worked out so well for us. So well for us. Sad thing is, though, right now, after all these years, now my Richard is kind of starting the same process. Same process. But hey, been there, done that. I can do it again. So anyway, let's see. Oh, okay. So I want to take a you can then basically do the same thing you with a piece of wire and fold it. Okay, this is what I'll do on this one. There's different ways that you can do it. The other one this one I just did one piece of wire all the way through. I'm going to put two pieces. I want my wire to go through double. So I'm going to, you could take, this is one of my little halos. Where that piece? Okay, here. I got a piece of chain I've been taking apart to make myself some jump rings. I need to get some large jump rings, but until then, I can take this chain apart and have jump rings. So I just take that link off and use that for jump ring. Now I'm going to put that jump ring. Well, I could have just closed it right back up again. Silly lady. And I'm going to just close that up again. Make sure it's good and tight so it doesn't pop out of that line. And you make sure it's lined up good. There we go. And then I'm going to take with that, leaving that jump ring at the top there, or if you already had like another one of these key ring things, like the key ring, you could put that right in here too, right on this wire before you poke it through the I'll pull that out of there. Now I'm going to just put those two pieces of wire all the way through. There you go. So now that jump ring is at the top. so I can add anything to that top now. And so now, I love how Eugenia calls her hubster himself. Oh, Eugenia has so many quirks because himself used to be a wine steward. You lucky lady. Yes. Yeah. Okay, and so then now I have two wires hanging, and now on this one, did I? Yeah, I did put that right. I put those beads right on that wire. Um, Now there's different things you can do with these wires that are hanging. Now you might not want to have whatever you have hanging. Um, let's see, what should we do? I'm gonna take these little tiny beads. They're like little seed beads. And I am going to get some on here. And go to Pinterest and look at all the stuff in Pinterest. Oh my word. Because I remember going to Pinterest before looking for ideas to do with corks. And there wasn't as much up there as that is now. I mean, there is so many things there that you can do with wine corks. So many ideas. And I'm not one that can just come up with ideas on my own. And so I have to have a little kickstart. And so, and when you're looking at images, there you can get a kickstart. You don't have to have the directions. In fact, I like I like watching what I call open ended crafting videos. So being open ended, it's like it gives you a good start and a good idea. Like, okay, you can do this, and then you can do this, or you can do this, or you can do this, and then so then you adding on your own then, and so you can get the basic idea from an open ended tutorial or a video with just somebody showing you what they're doing. And a lot of tutorials they have a beginning and then an end. Okay, you start with all of these supplies right here and you put them all together just exactly like this, and you'll end with this right here, and it's got to look just like that. Well, those kind of videos I have a problem with because it personal, because I just don't follow directions well. And I guess because those of us who have already got some kind of a creative gene in us, that we're not all interested in stacking the dishes right in the dishwasher or whatever, but we are, that kind of person. As long as they're in there, they're in there. But just don't put the bowls upside down. I mean, don't put them right side up. But anyway, that's all we need. We need just a little kickstart, of how to get um, um, how to get started, and then you can follow along. I mean, then you follow your heart. You know, where is Lala? How come we don't see her tonight? I don't know. There's other people on live too, so she could be somewhere else, or she hasn't been feeling real good lately. She's been having trouble with her sinuses. So it could be that she's napping. So, and then she says that if she does too much watching in the on the shows and stuff, she she if she watches too much, it overpowers her or something. It gives her anxiety or something. So there she is. There she is. See, we was just talking about you, Lala Gamma Lori Way. And since we were talking, how is your sinuses? I hope you're doing better. Yes, Gail, my son came through his surgery just fine, and he's home. They only had to cut a small little incision, just enough to get in one end of the vein, and then pulled that blood clot all the way out. And the blood clot was from his elbow to his shoulder. So, and he had it taken out last night at 7:30 his time. And then he was out within 24 hours. He was out of the hospital. So that was wonderful. So let me see. What am I going to do here? So I just went down a little bit. Now I'm going to twist those two wires. So this is where you can start getting very creative too. Wait a minute, I want to take, I got one more bead on that side, then on that side. We can't have that. Take that one off. Okay, and then I'm going to just twist those two wires real quick a little bit. Then maybe I'll take a bigger bead. Let's see how this works. See, this is what you can do. You can just play. Karen, hi. Karen, I hope you're doing well. I'm suffering with my sinuses too. It must be the season. It very well could be the season, ladies. That, allergies and stuff. Oh, goodness me. So there, I kind of just twisted that. I put some beads there, and then I twisted it, and then I put that bigger bead. Now I'm going to put some more little beads. So yeah, you can just get all kind of creative, and if you're doing a key fob like this, and you can just near about do anything just to make something pretty, and it's going to be pretty. You just you got to follow your own heart. You don't need no directions. No directions needed. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's put a couple more on that side. Okay, see, I just go with my wire into these little beads, and hi, Cordula. Yes, Cordula is just, her back's been hurting her. I hope your back's feeling better, Cordula. And Matt, even, like backaches and stuff like that. River City, hi. How nice. It is always good to see y'all. It is always good to see y'all. But I just kind of dip into the beads with the end of my wire, and it'll just kind of pick them up. I'm still here stitching in the quiet corner. Okay, you go ahead and stitch in your quiet corner. And that is good. Stitching in your quiet corner is good. Now, let's see how I'm going here. Now, I got about the same amount there. Yeah. And so then I put some more on and twist. I'll put another little bead. Where'd I get that bead from? Oh, right there. Right there, Lizzie. Okay, let's put this right here now. Now, I think what I'll do here, got two more little bits of wire there. And so I'll just go ahead and put some, see if I can shovel up just a couple more beads. I have a bead spinner. I should put them in there and use the bead spinner. You know what I think I want to do with I'll probably keep playing with corks. Hi, Adele. Angela. I was just thinking about you just now, too, because I was talking about making up some angel kits. And put in the little in my little new shop, in my Scrap and Lizzie shop. And I know you wanted one. Where is the best place to have a subscription to pretty paper being delivered? Pretty paper being delivered. I can't help you with that one. I don't know nothing about that. To be delivered. I'm sure there's a bunch of them, though. Yes, I did make my bread. I made my bread. This time I made whole wheat. And my whole wheat turned out a whole lot better than my first loaf. But I'm going to try a couple different things with my bread. And because I want to make this work. I don't want I bought that cast iron Dutch oven, and I got to get my money's worth out of it. So I got to bake more bread. Okay. So then I'm going to just twist the ends of these, and make it just a little loop. And so when you're making a key fob, though, anything goes. Uh-oh, Alicia didn't enjoy something. Echo Park. Oh, she didn't enjoy Echo Park. I think that's a brand of paper, isn't it? So that's what's hanging at the bottom of my little key fob. But let's see now. What else can I do to make it even some more beautums? Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? All right. See, now I can now get a different box. Okay, let's put this one back over here. Here. Let's see if I got anything still left in this one. Look at this one. It says Made with Love by Lala Gamma. Yeah, she made these boxes and put stuff in them. But I want to see what might be in here. Oh, that's a pretty bead. And that's one pretty bead. Okay. Yes, ma'am. That's where I got that. Listen, doggy, you go right there. Okay, now I want to. One of these boxes here has got some charms in it. Would it be you? Would it be? Yeah, it is this one. Now, what program do you use to run your camera through your computer? Right now, Pamela, I just turned my camera on. Oh, no. This one here is StreamYard. This is StreamYard, yes. This is StreamYard. I think that that's funny looking. It's funny feeling. Oh, of course I've got another unicorn here. And I've got other things right here. And so I got fun things to make stuff with. I got to put all these things on cards to make myself have to get into them. And oh, look at that little elephant. This is not an elephant. That's a monkey. Isn't he cute? I love these little things here like this. This one's an elephant. That's an effluent right there. But let's see. I'm going to put, yeah, okay. Now I think I've made my decisions. My big decisions have been made. Oh, wait. Don't put that in there yet because you might still want that, Elizabeth. Okay. So then I'm going to fetch me out. I'm going to get me another ring off of this chain. I still have a few rings on this chain. And I can just take that off of there. Take that off of there right there. Hi, Grace. Yep. Hi, Grace. From Tasmania. From the Tasmanian devil. Not really. She's not Tasmanian devil. You got no devil in that girl. So there. I'm going to put that on the end of this right here. So basically what I did was put that wire just right down the middle of the cork. Then I'm going to get another one of these off so I can put that little monkey on there. A little monkey shines. Little monkey shines. And then put that one on the end of this one, because where I rolled up that copper wire at the end, I can just add that in there and put a little monkey dude in there. And then put that jump ring back together somehow. Oh, goodness me. These are some heavy duty jump rings. Well, they're not actually jump rings. They're links off of that chain, which is same thing, I guess. Okay, let's see. There we go. So now at the bottom of my little key fob, I've got a little monkey. And I don't know what that monkey's holding on to. Well, something. And that little elephant. They're just hanging at the bottom. So then up at the top, I can put a key ring. A little piece of chain would be cool if I put a little piece of chain. But then I can still hang stuff from there. Here I have, oh, you know what would be cool? You can put, see, this here is some neat stuff right here. It's like beads. It's like a string of beads, but it's flat on the back. So you can take that and has a little bit of hot glue going on right here. And just kind of spin it around. And when you do this, now you can start decorating your cork all the way up like bohemian style. But when you do something with a cork, I think you want to see the cork, for me anyway. And Lizzie's son is wonderful, Grace. Grace, he went through the surgery just fine. He woke up. That's one of the things that worries me, is that anesthesia, but he's fine. He should be home by now. Because last I heard is he was being discharged from the hospital. So he should be home by now. And he is doing well, and all because he had so many prayers. Because God said, this guy must be pretty important. A lot of prayers coming up. There, see now, so I just kind of spun that around, just wound that around. But now I notice where some of the little things that are made with corks, even on Pinterest, the cork is completely covered. And well, I kind of think that that almost takes away of using a cork. And so if that makes any sense. But see, now I don't really have Maybe I do really have stuff. I really have stuff, but everything is in a mess, I'm telling you. Because that is just how I roll. And when I find something, I just get all excited because I find stuff. And then I'm all excited and all that stuff. And which is all good and wonderful. Ooh, what's that chain? What a neat piece of chain there. Ooh, I need to put that in that box. That is a nice piece of chain. Very nice piece of chain. What's in this drawer? You know, when I organize, each drawer has got its own thing, its own stuff, and then it on its own. Oh, there's my crocodile. Oh, I wondered where that was. But then it undoes itself. It unorganizes itself. It's just like hanging clothes in the closet. They get in there, you hang them in there, and they shrink. The clothes shrink. Mm-hmm. They do. I got proof because they fit when I put them in there, and then I take them out and they don't fit because they shrink. What is that? No, those aren't what I want. Oh yeah, there you go. Here you go, Lizzie. There you are. I knew I had them little boogers somewhere. There you go. See, so now I got that split. They call it a split ring, do they? Yeah, they call it a split ring. Hi, Glenda. Oh, thank you so much, Glenda. Yes, my son is doing so good. He did so well going through this, and I was concerned because the child isn't all that healthy. He's got heart problems, and he's already has the blood clotting issues even before this blood clot, and yeah, he's got issues. So I was a little worried, but yes, he got through it. He did well. See, so there now I have the key ring there. See, so you can put your keys on there. I can now, if I want to, I can still add little dangles off of the side here. And then that's the key ring. Then this one here with the little turtle on. Yeah, see, because like this one, I got stuff hanging from the key ring, and then it's the cork, and then more hanging below it. So that's fun. Yeah, man, you can just do anything with that. And something like this is a fun little dangle too. Some people don't like a dangle on their rear view mirror, but I think everything should have some dangles and decorations. And so that's pretty. So see there? So that's that, and then you can, and then the way I made the spider needs to have 8 legs. So okay, bye-bye, Kadrula. Okay, bye-bye, Kadrula. Love you bunches. The spider needs to have 8 legs. So I run 4 pieces of wire through, completely through, and then just put beads on all 4 of his legs on each side. And so he's got his little 8 legs. And then I use 2. These buttons have the shank on the back. And because they have the shank on the back, they stood up with just a little bit of hot glue. It made him stand up. So his little eyes just stand right up. And then I put just a little tiny bead, and I just hot glued that little bead onto the button. And it made his little eye pupils, or hers. I'm saying her because look, he didn't want to wear that jewelry, so it has to be a her. And hi, Jennifer Brady. Hi, just got on. Did we get the list of words made up yet from the other day's live? Is Gail still in here? Now, somebody said that Gail was going to. I didn't talk to Gail. I think Gail is going to type it up and add it to our files. Lala, is that what was going to happen? I think that's the way it is. Because, oh my gosh, is there... Yeah, Charlotte. That's Charlotte. Oh, oh, there is a list already in the Facebook group. A different list or the list that we just made? Okay, Gracie, I will check for your message. It seems like we had a list in there before, but we got so many good words. In fact, you know what happened? Somebody put up a suggestion. They put, um, how is it? It says, once upon a time, and then a few places later, it said, and they all lived happily ever after. And you know what I thought? What a fun way to do a journal, to make the okay, Gail, if you we can add to the existing list. Okay, if there's already a list in there too, then I can go and add to it as well because um oh, Jennifer said that. And I thought, what a perfect idea for a journal is that you make the first page up and say once upon a time on the first page, and on the last page, and they all lived happily ever after. I said that would be perfect. Perfect. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that in a journal, that it's going to start that way. Or a wedding journal. Yes, Jennifer. That would be perfect in a wedding journal. Yep. So there was some words in there that come up and I said, "Oh my gosh, I never thought of that word. Never." And I like just simple one, like a one word. Well, I like or a small phrase. And well, then I like quotes and everything else too, but if I'm just doing like a tag and or a journaling card or something, a baby book, yes, Lala. Very, very good. And so, but I love the idea in any book, really, in any book, in any kind of a journal to be the beginning and the end. It's just perfect. And it's a happy beginning and end. And so, okay, let me see. The dog. Now, when I did the dog, his body is a cork. Then this is a big bead here. I took apart a necklace, and this little pointy piece that was on that necklace I pulled apart too. So when you go to the thrift shop and you see a real gaudy necklace, the gaudier the better, because the gaudy ones usually have the best beads. Hi, Journey. Okay, have to get supper on the table and then help hubby with his shower. Prayers to all. Stay safe. Thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you for coming. Love to your hubby. And then I got some blue strings hanging. And then I have two buttons here for his eyes. And these were some kind of elongated beads. So I put them there for his little ears. And then where I glued the bead on for his head with the hot glue, it let a glob of glue. And so then I hid that glue with just a little ribbon. So maybe it's a sheet up. The legs are straight pins. So I just put those little bitty seed beads on the straight pins and then poke the straight pin right into the cork. And that's his little legs. And then his tail, I just put the little seed beads again just on a piece of wire. And then I had just a flat bead here. It's a flat bead, and I put that wire it because it had the hole in the bead at the top, and so I just put the wire through that little hole, and then glued the whole bead to his bottom. And then I hung a unicorn. He wanted a charm on his tail, so he's got a unicorn charm on his tail. But I thought he turned out really cute too. So you can just go with anything. Just if you've got any kind of beads hanging out or old jewelry, taking apart jewelry. That really gives you good ideas and good things to use to create your own animal. And like I call this a dog, but it could be a cat. It could be anything. We haven't done a napkin swap right in this group. No, no. But if somebody, if you wanted to do a napkin swap, and if you are in the Scrap and Lizzie Unicorn group, you might find somebody that would do a napkin swap with you. You can just ask on that group if anybody wants to do it, but it would be between the two. It would just be between the two, yes. And who'd I miss? Oh, Artidor Mariano. My hot glue drippies were the wooden snowman's nose with a drip of snot. Oh my gosh, how cute. That is cute. Oh, yes, Gavin. But see, my hot glue gun doesn't drip, so I don't get no drippies. But I got an old glue gun. I could just plug it in just so it'll drip, just to make boogers. Yeah, we don't do swaps in the group, but Gail, what I was saying is if there were, yeah, as a group thing is what you mean. Yes, we don't do it as a group, but if there's two people in the group and they want to do a swap within themselves, they can do it, but it has nothing to do. I mean, if one of them gets, what do they call it, skunked or something, if you know, we would have nothing to do with that. That's definitely between the two people, and you would have to just plan that between yourselves, like on a private chat on the messenger or something. Yes. Okay, what can I may go? I have to go. I just cut my finger really badly, and I oh my gosh, Candy. How did you cut your finger? Oh no. Ouch. Oh, blessings, prayers. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, it hurts. I can feel it in my finger. This morning I poked myself in the thumb with my, God, did that hurt when I poked with my ice pick. It hurt. And it's still tender right there where I poked it with the ice pick. Oh, yes. Let us know. Oh my goodness. Okay. So there. Now that was my crab. See, the crab I went through also with 4 wires. The 3 makes his legs, and then 2 for the 2 crab claws that go up. Although my next crab, I'm not going to make his legs so long. I'll make him shorter legs. And then for his eyeballs that are sticking up like that, a spinning blade. Oh, oh. Okay, good night, Karen. Thank you for coming by. Thank you so much for coming by. Do you think your knitting machine is worth it? I love my knitting machine. I only have, all I've done with my knitting machine um made hats. That's all I've done with it, is made my hats, and I love it for the hats. There's other things you can do with it too, but I haven't learned anything other than just making the hats. But then I've made hundreds of hats on it, so I do really like it. But it's kind of finicky too as what yarn you use. Some of the yarns it will not work for some reason, that just skip stitches and skip stitches. And so, and I don't know why that. And Dora, my son is doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. He had the surgery last night. They pulled out that whole clot and just through one small incision, and he went home today. So he's doing very good. Yeah, the crab I think is so cute. And so, but and you can there, and like I say, if you go through Pinterest, what ideas, my little angel girl, my crab, my little dolly I just made, and she needs a little bit of something. I'm going to fix her up still some more with maybe a bow under her chin. And then I just did the key fob. This is a key fob I did earlier today. And then my this one is the lazy with the lady with the beautiful hair, but she's got a little pretty skirt too. So, yes. Okay, I'm going to have to call it a night too. So I'm going to get my little book, a little book. Okay, this one's right here. So this is the one. You are stronger than you know. And and I read earlier. I read a one from the beginning, and I thought, I don't think I go into the middle. I always go into the middle and pick one. So I want just this is the very first one in the book. I wonder if I ever even read that one. And so if you're new, I always read something. Um, they canceled my surgery again, Susan. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I get lost in Pinterest too. Oh my gosh. But you know what I did? I had Pinterest on, but on another tab, I had Spotify where I was listening to old bluegrass music. So I had old bluegrass music playing and then going through Pinterest, and it was so calming because I love my bluegrass music. I used to go to bluegrass festivals so much. My first husband and myself, we used to do the country clogging, and and gosh, fourth time. And so I had that music on, and I was playing with my little things here, and it was almost like a time warp because I was back at the bluegrass festivals. Okay, this says you are stronger than you know. When we go through life struggles, we sometimes feel weak. It is as if we have forgotten the many things we have been through and how we have changed our lives before. At this very moment, no matter what you are going through, you are stronger than you know. Sometimes we don't know our power until the time comes to use it. It lies dormant within us and emerges just when we think we can't go on. And when it does, we find that we had much more power and strength than we ever thought possible. So when you feel like giving up and throwing in the towel, know it's your heart that know in your heart that your strength is on its way to the surface. One day you will look back at this moment and see just how strong you really were. You are stronger than you feel and much stronger than you know. And that was written by Lamisha Surf Walls or Wales. Wales. I don't think I ever read, that's the very first one in this book. And I don't think I'd ever read that one before. And I like that. You are stronger than you know. Sometimes we want to just give up, but never, never, never give up. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you so, so much for coming. And now my next card that I pulled is Quilt Square. So my next video is going to be working on a quilt square. I love these um, reminder prompts. It gives me something different every day. It different every day and reminds me to use some of the projects or products that I already have. Okay, I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make, keep you safe, keep you happy, keep you humble, keep you healthy. And I will see you on the next video. God bless. God bless.